Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are doing chickpeas in the yogurt gravy. It is very simple to make, very nutritious, and yet it is good on the palate. This dish has been inspired by the traditional dish in the valley of Kangra, Himachal Pradesh in India. Traditionally we call it madra, but I have given it a small twist. And I would say our ancestors have done such a great job to come up with very nutritious and extremely delicious dishes. So I would say the whole credit goes to them. So let's get started. So first of all, I'll begin with roasting the cumin seeds, and so that I will be making that into a powder which we will be using in the later part of the cooking. Once you roast the cumins, it gives a distinct and a very nice flavor to it, and you can know when it is roasted when the color changes to a little darker. Put it in a board where we can roll it. So this is usually I do to grind it. We will begin with putting the butter into the pan, so you don't have to keep the heat too high because you don't want to burn the butter. You keep it side, and you got to add the cinnamon sticks. You need to add cardamom, and you need to add the raisins. And the moment you realize that the butter is burning, you can lift it occasionally, give it a stir in between so that the butter, the fat of the butter can soak in the flavors of cardamom and cinnamon. Once the raisins start puffing, that is when we will add the chickpeas. And at this time you have to add turmeric, because if turmeric is not cooked properly, it will taste bitter. We don't want to overspice the thing and make everything taste like the same, because sometimes with the dishes you want to grab or you want to enhance or extract the distinct flavor of different spices, and if you use them wisely you can very well do that, trust me. After doing it for 2-3 minutes, you will see that the things are getting, like the chickpeas are getting crispier and everything on the pan is getting crispier. To remove for a moment out of the heat, and just add the yogurt and give it a stir. And at this time you also add the milk. So it is salt to taste, some ground pepper. We'll just let it simmer for around 4 or 5 minutes. It's not exactly time bound, but the important thing is that you have to occasionally stir it and see if the gravy is all soaked up and dry. We are almost approaching the end of the process here. At this time what we will do is we will add the coarsely ground cumin powder. Now it is stuck to the rolling pin, so I'll just throw that in, just sprinkle that. And also you see that the moisture is all getting evaporated. We're getting into kind of only dry chickpeas here. So that is what you want to achieve in this. Also, this dish you can have with a lot of combinations, like you can have with naan breads, you can have with rotis, you can have with rice as well. It all depends what you want to have that particular day. There is no liquids left in this, it's all dried up. That is what you want. It is all done. Now the final part is giving garnish to it. As I mentioned earlier, we will be using cilantro for this. That will enhance the flavor of it a little bit. It will give you the fresh flavors of the herbs as well. I'll just take one bite with the naan bread. So I use my hands to eat it, just to involve all of my 5 senses, my smell, my taste, my touch. So thank you very much for watching this as well. I would again invite you to try this dish and leave your comments. What do you think about this dish, and any suggestions you may have for our future videos. Thank you very much once again, and I hope you have food which is good on the palate. Thank you, and bye-bye.